Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Huskers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll test the right side. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Rousseau. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Hout. Flips it out to the back. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Husker. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Hout. Throws to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting to run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Connection to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
With the catch, it's Peppers. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Peppers. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. At the 35, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riggs. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Have a day. We're in the first quarter, and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff, they made a concerted effort and decision to get this guy involved in the game on offense early. They are doing exactly that.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Hand in there and force the incompletion.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back's looking for the goal line. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Houck. Picked off, what a play to set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to get outside. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Rousseau. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Gets it out quickly. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Hout. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Rousseau. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Knox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your...
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So after getting into the end zone of that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Houck. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. A quick pass to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going deep. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Husker! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Houck. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Knox. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that. 14.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Shoots his way for more. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. With the catch, it's Gilmore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
If If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Grab near the marker. It's Gilmore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Hout. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
This time he's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Knox. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Corner's going to give them room. Right on target this time. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Flushed out of the pocket. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Using his feet to buy time. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Houck. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Gilmore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Gilmore. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Looking to throw, it's Hout. Makes the grab on the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Penn State! He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Peppers. Nice move there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Rousseau. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The RPO, it's complete. Still running at the 40. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Colorado. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They get through, and it's blocked. scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back.
Yeah, and how about this defense? They've been struggling all day long. You're at a huge deficit, and you finally come up and make a play, block a kick. Maybe this creates some momentum now for your offense, and maybe they can go bail you out and make this a ball game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskers! They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field is Houck. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And it was a good run, right? You had the first down. You knew you had the first down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts, fighting for extra yards, and that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages, try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air, it's Houck. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Keeps it on the draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the final total. That could be important to some if you like games of chance, but they're still coming up well short, and this is how this one comes to an end. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.